Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce CM Analytics video session 189. So basically in today's video, we will understand how we can utilize the concept of security predicate for record ownership. We already learned there are three ways we can use the security predicate. In the previous video, I walked you through how we can do it as a static filter. In this video, we will understand how we can do it as a record ownership. So let's say there are certain records which belongs to certain people. Let's say I am the owner. So if I talk about the account manager, I am the owner of certain accounts. Okay, the certain account records which I created, then I should be able to see my own records. And let's say there's some other person who has created his or her own records, then that person should see his or her own records when they open that data set. Okay, so quickly we will understand how this can be done. But before that, what I also wanted to show you is like previously, if you remember, there was one condition which didn't meet up. So let's quickly understand that why it happened. So I think we were dealing with this one as far as I can remember. Yeah, we were trying to add that or condition, but it was not working. Okay, so we will quickly check why it was not working. What I will do is I will very quickly duplicate this tab as well. Uh, so we will check today, like what was the reason behind it. Fine. I think it was a very minor reason maybe, but let's anyhow check it. So basically, I have put account and there is something called as account source, right? So basically, let's see how this account source is coming up. It's account source and we have this web. Okay. So we will give it a one more try. Okay. So here I will just write or account source equal to web. As a best practice, always copy that whole thing so that in case, let's say for some reason it doesn't work out, we can always cross check. So I think I have written this time correctly. Maybe there was something which I was missing, but I think right now it seems fine to me. I've copied that as well. Now let's see whether it works or not. So what I will do is I will again refresh this. Oh, that's cool. As you can see, currently it's working out. Okay. So right now, if I click on explore, basically, I think this condition, I hope you understand, like it's like a combination. I mean, this and or condition, we have walked through a lot of videos, so you can refer that. But yeah, whenever we explore it, we will get that specific condition. Yeah, somehow it was not working. I guess some kind of space and all I missed. But yeah, that's the static thing, which is working as well. Anyways, right now we will jump to the record ownership. So even if I open my notepad, I think I have given that syntax also. We will cross check that very quickly. So for record ownership, it's like this is the particular syntax, and we will actually see how that works out. So what I will be doing is let me just check. Yeah, I have the owner ID, okay, which is completely fine. Now over here, I will just what happened? Okay, this is the copied version. Let me leave this, and here I will once again refresh it, maybe duplicate as so just for reference, and I will just simply put one condition, okay, which is owner id owner id double equal to dollar user dot id. Okay, now first of all we will understand what is the meaning of this. So owner id, I mean, it's a basically the field of account. Now when we mention this dollar, right, so basically dollar, it basically references the global part. So and in the Salesforce, like whatever global uh, fields as there, basically that will be taken into consideration. So when we are referencing the global, what happens is like when we say dollar user dot id, so it's basically referencing the whole global part of that particular field. And by referencing this dollar user dot id, it will ensure that whichever in the runtime, so in the runtime, whichever users are logging in, those particular users should be seeing their own records. Okay, so it will ensure that with the dollar user dot id in the runtime, whichever user comes up, that user is being taken up. That's the meaning of this dollar user dot id. Okay, so now what we will do is we will very quickly. Okay, I think this has got applied somehow. I didn't copy that, but let's check out. Okay. Now, before we do anything, what we will do is I will just open this link. Okay. And here, so I will be writing select ID, common name from account. That's completely fine. And what I will do is I will also give the owner ID, okay, as well as I will also give the, just to understand which is the owner name, we will give the owner name as well. Now we all know, so what will be my ID, right? So basically my ID, so whenever I open my ID, it will be there at the top, isn't it? That's something we already know. So I will just write where, okay, owner ID is equal to this one, okay, and let me just run the export. Now, as you can see, I have 8 records. So basically, that means because I am the user right now, if I now explore the dataset, I should be able to see my own records. That's the meaning of this. That hey, the owner ID, how it should match. Basically, with the dollar user, that means the real time. Right now, I am the real time user. Based on his ID, that record should come up. Okay. So if that owner ID is equal to that real time user, in this case, my, then basically that number of records I should be able to see. So here I can see via SOQL that 8 records are popping out. Now what I will do is I will just click on explore. Okay. Now, as you can see here also 8 records are coming up. Okay. Now this definitely I'm the system admin. I have logged in by me, but that's not the final check. You have to check with one more person as well. Okay. So now for that, of course, you can take check with 3 or 4, but right now we can check with one more person. So what I will do is I will first check, like I already have the user detail. So I will very quickly check who all has this particular permission set. So I will just go to this license maybe, okay, OCR Matrix Plus. Okay, let's see. Let me see if there are any user who are using this. Okay, there's something called as event admin, but I'm not too sure whether this will work out. Let's do one thing. Let's add somebody else. Okay, so I will click on add assignment, and maybe I can just add somebody like Julie Chavez. Okay, so yeah, I have this Julie Chavez, and what I will do is here I will just click on, I will add this user. Okay, and click on assign. Now it is saying that permissions license are for more. So I think there are not enough permissions with license. I mean, this is a free developer org. We all know it. What I will do is here, I will just check the company information and check how much I have, because it's a free one. I think I will limit it to 2, but that's not an issue. What I need to check is which are the users who are having that access. So here, if I click on show more, okay, so permissions and license, we have the CMI Plus. Let me straight away jump over there and I will click on view users. So let me see how many users are there. Okay, I have this Laura Garza. Okay, I can check with Laura Garza also, okay, because she seems to have it. So let me just click on this user, and here I can check, yeah, she has this CMAtrix Plus user. So yeah, we can check her, like whether, she can access or not. So firstly, what I will do is here, uh, okay, here I will just check the ID of Laura Garza. So here, when I open this one, someone is taking me here. After this, what needs to be done? Okay. What I will do is maybe I will just click on export. Okay, and I will just, or let me just check one more thing. Okay. Anyways, so what we can do is like here, it's showing Laura Garza. Okay, here, then this is what I was searching. So here I can find the ID, okay, of Laura Garza. The first thing first is I will put that ID over here. Okay. And as you can see, this is the ID, and there are like 64 records. That's quite huge. So Laura Garza 64 records. Now we will cross check, if while logging in with Laura Garza, we can see those records or not. Now, before doing that, there's one more step which we need to perform, and I will tell you the reason why. So if you go to setup, you will find something called as session settings. Okay. So when you come to the session settings, here you see this option force relogin after login as user. Now, what happens with this option, I will very quickly explain you. So let's say if I log in with Laura Garza and if I log out, okay, because I have to come to my own self, I have to see, check out something related to admin, right? Like some kind of development I have to do, or I want to once again check like how many records I can see. It will again tell me to log in. Like again, I have to give my login and password, find my username and password. Now to avoid that, it's always better you disable this one for testing purpose. Okay. But again, in the real time project, it's not recommended and it depends upon what kind of projects you're doing and what is the requirement of the client. But in this case, like they definitely can just disable this one. And here, what I will do is I will click on save. Okay. Now, what will happen is now, for example, when I log in with Laura Garza, so now I will just log in. Okay. And I can already see that number over here. We will cross check with this, not an issue. Now I have logged in with Laura Garza. You see on the top it's written, okay, you have logged in as Laura Garza. So by logging in, now I'm going to check. So I will go over here. I will go to my Analytics Studio. Okay, I guess I haven't given her the access in the app. So again, what I will do is I will just log it out very quickly. And here I will just give the access first of all. So this account data set, let me check where it is. It is in this particular app security predicate. Okay. So first thing first is I have to give her the access. So I will just very quickly in the Laura Garza portion in the security predicate, give her the access. Okay. So I will click on share and here I will also put Laura Garza. Okay. Another way I could have done is maybe I could have maybe let me give a manager only. That's completely fine. Okay. We will understand this separately. What is the difference of all this? But anyways, right now that's completely fine. And now maybe once again, we can just log in. I will go to Analytics Studio once again. And now we can check. Now, as you can see, I think it's still me. Maybe somehow I guess I got logged out from Laura Garza. Okay, not an issue. We will again log in. So I have the user details. I'm going to log in. Okay, I logged in and I will go to Analytics Studio. Okay, now I can see this account data set SP because there's just one step because that particular data set I have created a separate app. So in that app, I have to actually assign the user. Otherwise, that won't be visible. Had that been in shared app, then I shouldn't have like there was no need to do this particular step. But whatever step I did just for it right now, I will explain the as a separate topic like what is the meaning of that giving access to that. But let's see right now. So if I just click on this data set, okay, you see it's coming 64 records and that is what we saw like here also when we go for the SQL query just to ensure uh, how many accounts are belonging to this particular user that is Laura Garza. We also see it's 64 records which is being shown over here also. So I'm logged in with Laura Garza. I can see on the top and I can see 64. Similarly, if other persons who are there, if they logs in that many records, they will be able to see. For example, let's say I write something like where owner.name is equals to, let's say, Julie surveys. Okay. If I write just that. So here, as you can see, Julie surveys 51. So if Julie surveys logs in, she will be able to see 61 51 records. Okay. So that's how it goes about. And that is all about this video. And now, as I said, like if I log out as Laura Garza, right? So automatically what happens when I will be logging out? Okay, I don't have to again re-log in, but had I that option been enabled, it would have shown me again, okay, login, username, password. Again, I would have had to give that. But right now, when I log out, it's simply I am there still logged in. Okay, so that's the purpose of that particular settings which I showed you on the session settings. Okay, so yeah, that's it about this video. I hope you got this, the second part, and yeah, in our next video, we will understand about the role hierarchy as well. So yeah, thank you.